Good day, Internet. Today I'd like to share with you a project that I've been working on very slowly over a bit of time. It's a bit of a weird project that I don't think anyone has really thought of before, and I finally got it to the point where it's working well enough that I'm considering showing it off a little bit. So basically it's a simulator type thing so that you can drive an RC car with a set of pedals and a steering wheel. So I totally custom built everything using some 3D printing and some wood and just stuff I had laying around my house. So we have my little drift car here. I plan on using it with all sorts of different RC cars, especially once outdoor becomes more of an option, but right now it is not. So I'm drifting around the studio here, my mom's photography studio, for anybody that doesn't know my mom. So this is my 18R. I have an FPV camera on it with a little protector, and it's just an 18th scale drift car. I put a slower motor on it today because I had a crazy fast brushless motor on there, and trying to control that speed at like low RPMs was impossible. So this is an Arduino, and the guts out of a Spektrum radio, and a servo, and some potentiometers. So I have two potentiometers, that one of which is on this acceleration pedal, and you can see that I'm not doing anything smart, like actually changing the resistance on the pins of this potentiometer. I'm actually just moving this with the servo that is being driven by this. So this Arduino reads the potentiometers. So this one pushes that in that direction, and this brake pedal, which has a bit less travel, is pushing on the brake, so it makes it go backwards. You can hear it moving back there, but you'll see me drive it in a second. So these are both on springs, or not just springs, but RC shocks that have oil in them, so they actually have a bit of feel to them. Like, they actually don't feel too chintzy. And then I have my steering wheel here, which is this piece of plastic here is 3D printed. It is also on a spring with a shock with fluid in it to give it some feel, and it centers just like a real wheel does. I want to get something bigger, but I find, especially for drifting around in a place like this where I'm whipping the wheel back and forth really fast, it's actually not too bad. This is a wheel I got from Princess Auto for $2, but I kind of want to go to the U-Pick or something and get a real wheel off of something to make it feel a little bit better. But yeah, you can see that my steering centers, and the potentiometer in here, originally on a RC radio, has 45 degrees of movement in either direction. Well, that's not very realistic for a car, because you would just be doing that, and that would be the full throw, and you would have very little control over what you're actually doing. So it is actually geared down. There's a 35 tooth pinion and a 12 tooth pinion, so it is geared down a bunch. So there's about that much movement on the wheel, a lot more than 45 degrees, so it actually kind of feels cool when you're drifting around. So that's basically the setup. Stay creative, and thanks for watching.